Okay, so today's topic is about side chicks. We're about to go ahead and get into it, and we got this from a listener. And what did she say? What happened?
And the listener posted this article she read on Facebook, on her Facebook, and she just wanted people to like go back and forth. She really wanted to see how people felt, which also led her to asking fair game if we could discuss it. And the topic was 5 reasons. I mean, the title of the article was 5 reasons why hoes are winning.
Yes.
So they gave us a list of 5 reasons, and we're going to tear those reasons apart, and we
tear them apart for filth.
we can agree to disagree. When y'all want to chime in, y'all can. When y'all want to say what y'all want to say, y'all can. Granted, these 5 reasons, fair game, Nelly P, Pierre Javon did not make these 5 reasons.
And if you are a side chick or have been a side chick, this is
not for you.
Yeah, don't be.
And if you are, and if you have been, and if you're okay with talking about it and living in your truth, please let us know.
This is just our job.
Yeah, please let us know what's going on. Okay. So, the first reason on the why hoes are winning segment of the show.
Or why our side chicks winning.
Yeah, because, sorry, y'all, that whole word really comes out fast for me. And it could be a little offensive. So we'll just stick with why side chicks are winning. The first reason is hoes don't play no games. Now, the article does say hoes. This isn't Chanel.
Okay.
So the first reason is side chicks don't play no games. And games in reference to...
They let you know what it is, what they want, when, how you can get it.
Straightforward, blunt to the point, they ain't playing.
Yeah.
I ain't really here to play no games, girl.
I mean, okay, so I think that's very true. I mean, there's no shame, which I guess is great for guys. There's no back and forth. There's no wondering. It just is what it is. It's accessible, slightly lazy, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and granted, of course the side chick can only be real. Of course, the side chick can't play a game. Because
okay, go ahead.
Because
no, keep going,
the boyfriend already had right. That's real. Every reason that's going to be listed, I feel like this. Yeah. Of course, the side chick will be opposite of what you have, which is why you're attracted to it.
But what about okay? So you said that's why you're attracted to it, but I was approaching and thinking about the girl knowing she's a side chick. So not like you see her and she ain't playing no games. You like, oh yeah, like, you know, she a jump off or whatever. But if I'm going into, we said it before, side chicks are getting reality TV spinoffs. So the appeal of a side chick is there. Some people, they know you got a girl, you don't know them, but they know you got a girl and they know they want you, and they gonna make themselves not play no games, be available.
Right, they're gonna make sure they do everything to where they can fit in where they want to fit in.
So if anybody's thinking about being a side chick, we're gonna let them know what they need to do.
That's basically what today's episode is about. So ladies, plug your ears. No, but
grab a pen.
And these reasons that the article listed was coming from the girl friend called her and she was heartbroken because the guy broke up. They broke up, whatever. He had a side.
She's saying why she was around so long.
Right. Correct. So yeah, that's the first one. The side chick don't play no games. I guess everybody can attest to that in a sense. The next one is side chick stroke your ego. So basically to say the things that your boyfriend may need to work on or the areas he may lack in, y'all past the honeymoon stage. So those are things that you call out, not to embarrass him, but to remind him and to help him stay on course. Versus the girl that's coming in on the side, she's stroking his ego. She's everything you not saying, she's saying. She's still telling him he look good. He might gain a couple pounds, but for her, of course he look good because she's trying to slide in on the rebound and catch what you ain't doing. So side chick, stroke your ego.
Yeah, you know, of course they do. Like we said,
just feel like
of course that's why a guy would. Okay, but that to me sounds more like somebody that I guess you could say that anybody that has a side chick might not need to be in a relationship, but that sounds like somebody that their relationship ain't good at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too, like, I feel like there's one instance where people assume, because I heard this on The Breakfast Club, the guy, Tyreek or whatever, was saying that every powerful couple has a mistress. He was talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. He was like, every powerful couple has to have a mistress. And they were like, yeah, they have to. And Lily was like, so do all guys cheat? He was like, well, guys cheat for power. So if you're Jay-Z and you're with Beyonce, or if you're Stedman and you're with Oprah, you want somebody, you need to know that you still got it. Your woman is popping, but you need to know that you still got it, so you can cheat on her.
Right.
Then the other side is, if you already have the power in a relationship, like a regular relationship, you would still cheat on her just because you can. And so Angela, you was like, so all guys cheat, like any position. So you telling me that if they're a successful, powerful, great, and got a great woman, they're gonna cheat because they wanna, feel that ego boost, or the other way around where they just might be doing it just because they can. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
And for me, I'm definitely one of those people. I don't feel like all men cheat. Like I don't feel. I feel
like all men cheat implies that my husband's gonna cheat on me. So I'm not gonna say that, but I think, have they cheated on somebody?
That's what I can say. I still can't say all men, but I can say any man could have cheated on anybody at any given time. Like I have to make that real broad, because I just really don't think every man is that.
Do y'all think all men cheat? Let us know y'all answers.
I don't
guys
think,
and girls. Are any guys listening today?
Yes, they are. They're in my
Hello,
chat.
Ladarius. Hello, Americus. Christopher. Anybody?
Eric said he's missed you since last week.
Hello.
So, either way, I just feel like it's one of those type things. Like, when they say she strokes the ego. So is it like you're a nagger? Like, cause some things women do leave areas open for a man to look for something in another area or for somebody from someone else. So, like all of these, I feel like it'll be a nick for a nag.
But that's the point. What I was saying about the ego thing is that it implies that your wife isn't, or your woman isn't supportive or isn't there for you on the flip side. So I'm saying that's enough to break up with somebody. Like if somebody not being supportive or something, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
And I feel like if we are saying, like you said, if we are saying all men cheat, then we're saying who we gonna end up with gonna cheat with a
me. We gonna talk about cheating one week.
And I'm just not here for it. Like, I don't believe that God has set me up to go through that.
I don't think my daddy cheated on my mom.
Yeah,
so I know one guy that didn't cheat.
I know two then, because Kelvin was not out here cheating on Kenna Renee Bernard Parsons, okay? Yeah. Honey.
So,
I just think at some point in time in life, guys do things and then they grow up. And once they grow up, sorry that I did you that way, but I learned from you and you and you, and I'm going to do her right. It's just like some women can say that too. Sorry I did you wrong, but I'm going to learn from you and keep it moving. The next one really had me kind of like, just like all of them. Hope side chicks are fun. They do the fun things. They keep the spark that you lose. They keep the spark from the honeymoon going for the male.
Yeah, same as how I feel about the last one. It sounds like a girl you shouldn't be with. But we had this discussion before a couple times with different friend guys.
I remember why.
Yes, a couple different friend guys that we have who on different occasions have said, all girls aren't fun like y'all. All girls wouldn't do that or whatever. And it's like, well, why are you with somebody that you can't go do fun stuff with, or that you can't take somewhere where she don't know everybody because she can't have fun? Like, to me, that sounds settling, because if that's something that you want, or if that's your personality, and you're going to pick somebody that's not capable of that, you sound like you settling, and now you, dumbing yourself down when you go somewhere because you got to make her feel comfortable because she's not going to have fun, if you leave her over here by yourself, like, that's crazy to me.
And, I remember when my cousin posted this, one of the comments on the picture was, if not mistaken, she was a mother of a child to a man who had to end up getting a side chick or whatever. And she was just saying that what people fail to realize is everything that we're listing as the side chick was only what I was anyway. So it's like room for error, I guess, and that's why the person creeps in. But it's like you can't say hoes are fun because I was fun. So it's no excuse, because basically all you're doing is you tired of me, so you're looking for somebody else. Yes. And instead of just leaving me, you just get a side chick when all you got to do is move on. So if you're going to go to the side, then be with the side, because all you're doing is finding somebody that don't get on your nerves. Because basically you saying I get on your nerves.
Right, no, but that's two sides to that, because one, when she says that she was all those things, what happens is when real life hits, people gotta grow up. So if we used to go play paintball every Saturday, and now I got another job, maybe I got kids, maybe I'm tired, maybe we had kids. I don't got it by myself. I had the kid, and now I don't want to. I'm tired, too tired, or can't do the things you want to do all the time. Life. Now you got to get a side chick. That is unfair to the relationship that y'all decided to be in together, because we don't accept the woman to be doing that most of the time. Society doesn't. So it's like if she's not fun anymore to you, one, I think you should break up with her. If fun is so valued to you, but if she's not fun for real life situations, like. People grow up, like, or maybe you should ask her, what does she want to do for fun? Like, that's just like...
It's all about communication still.
And is the hoe really think it's fun, or is the hoe just trying to get you, so she doing all the things
right, because guess what, baby?
Hoes got motives.
And hoes get tired, too.
No manners.
A man to get tired of a hoe, just like he get tired of the dedicated girlfriend. Some men you just can't make happy.
Saying hoes. Side chicks have motives.
Well, sorry.
They're trying to move into their slot. So if you like to do this and you like you having fun, guess what? I'm gonna smile and have fun too, because I want to be the main chick.
And because let's keep it funky, we seen it all. Girls do stuff that they think guys like when it's a lot of guys around.
Yes,
even if they don't smoke, they'll be over there choking on the blunt, trying to fit in with the cool kids.
Like, oh my god, tackle him! Oh my god!
And it's like, do you even know what a tackle is? We got a comment.
I don't know the difference between a quarterback and a field goal.
I think it's perceived as fun because it's something that's forbidden or something that you're not supposed to do. Doing it gives you that adrenaline rush. Having the side chick is fun. That's what we're speaking
okay. That could be
like knowingly doing something like that is for a thrill. And we got another comment.
But that did say that the actual girl was
but there's that's
but
what
it can go both ways. Yeah, sure. People like a thrill.
We do appreciate that. And that might be one thing. It just keeps this might sound very weird, but I've heard certain guys say stuff like, me cheating keeps me rooted and you're not rooted. And I don't know where in a sick person's brain that makes sense, but whatever. We got another comment about, do all men cheat? The guy said all dudes may not currently cheat, but at some point have not necessarily had sex with another chick, because there are different forms of cheating, but in some way they've done something wrong.
That's going to be our show next week.
At some point.
What?
Yeah. That's what I've heard. But yes, all facts, all communication. So what number are we on now?
3, I think.
Number 4 is hoes are available, which also goes back to fun when Pierre Javon was saying we gotta grow up. Like what me and you used to do 5 years ago before we had Lil Tommy and JJ. We can't do right now. Right. And even if we don't have Lil Tommy and JJ, I'm trying to branch off with my life. You need to be trying to branch off with your life. That's when fun is scheduled.
Yeah.
Like, and it's life. It is what it is. You can't always expect.
Because even if I'm working, I can't have fun at lunchtime because I got to go back to work. Right. So it's like.
And it's just like, I feel like the whole idea to even have points of why there is a side chick is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Because somewhere it makes sense to people to do this. And it's like, I guess I'm so onto the like, how would you feel type deal, because who knows how a man will feel if he know his his girlfriend has a whole nother guy. Yeah. And now let's not act like this isn't boyfriend number 2. Pleasure P was singing about this when we was in high school. He didn't care. He was down. Like, if your dude ain't doing you right, call me. And that's nasty, first of all, because you know she having sex with another man, and you all down there, yum, eat them up. That is disgusting. And it says a lot about you as a male and as a female if you're willing to be the side. It says a lot about you. Now, we ain't talking about the funny sides where you might think they got somebody and you just don't care or whatever. We talking about the real life.
Some people only pursue people to be the side, too.
Right, and it's just like, why? And one of our listeners is supposed to be listening because they wanted to weigh in on the men being the side.
And what happens is, if you really like, I guess some people can go in as being the side and that's just what they want and that's it. Maybe a man could do that. Maybe a woman could do that. But I feel like at some point, if the person you being a side of is that great, you're going to want to be more than that. So it's
right, and it's like,
and everybody's life is complicated.
And it's like, okay, available how? Like, on some, you just popping up out the blue and you want to go do something and I got work or something. Yeah, like, what do you mean available? Because these are things that we talk about. These are things that we talk about. They saying, like, I was just saying in general, but on that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
they're saying.
So it says, while you're sitting there pretending to be busy, taking meetings, brunch with the girls, yoga class, that appointment with your therapist you're losing. Your man wants to spend time with you, but you're unavailable because you're doing all of this other crap. I do all of this as well, but it's balanced. I see women intentionally crowding their schedules and then wonder why their man isn't around. Okay, that's fake busy. So
right, and that's
childish.
Right, I'm talking about ain't nothing wrong with going to brunch with your friends. Ain't nothing wrong with going to see your therapist. It's like she said, it's balanced. Now, if you fake busy in the schedule, then he need to have a side chick. Sorry to say, because y'all don't need to be together.
Right.
Like, come on now. Right. Why even be in a relationship? That's true. Why even be in a relationship if you want options? I mean, what's the world without options? Everybody.
Lame salad.
Right. Everybody wants options. Nobody wants what's right. Nobody want to do right. Right is so wrong now, this day and age. That's why side chicks getting spinoff shows. Because they wanted to be looked upon as the greatest thing in the world.
And we glorify them. Like
and they get trophies. Not really, but shoot. Let them tell it.
They'll bags. Shoes.
Right. They get bags. They get shoes. They might get a baby.
Oh, yeah.
And then they really went in. Then you got to deal with me for the rest of your life, boo-boo. You the wife.
And now when you look at Love and Hip Hop, now the side chicks are sticking around forever and becoming
the wife.
Sometimes the wife.
And it's like, well, she decide.
Or then they might become the baby mama too. So then you gotta. It's just.
And then it just all becomes too complicated, which leads to the last point. Hoes aren't complicated. And
see now this wait before you even say if you about to read it. The fact of the matter is, we have said this on this show before, women are complicated.
Everyone
so if
is.
a girl, hoe, side chick, woman, lady, friend is acting like she's not, perceived to be not complicated, it's all a game. Back to number one. She's playing a game. I can't believe we started off saying they do not play games. Because being available, having fun if it ain't fun, and what was the last one? Not being complicated, that's a game. You're putting on a front to be all of these things because you want to keep your position. Because if you appear to be as self-consuming and a handful and a responsibility as somebody's girlfriend, they're gonna drop you because they already got that. They don't need that. So they're playing a game.
Right. At the end of the day, like you said, at the end of the day, it's all a game. Just so they could be who they want to be. And you better hope that they're not the messy type. Because all they want to do is do it to set you up. They want to do it to put you on Instagram. They want to do it to send her that message like, oh, they want to do it because women feel empowered when they could feel like they could take something from another woman that she feels is hers.
Terrible.
That she's territorial about, that she loves. Women get a kick out of that. Sad to say, I'm a woman though, and I know that's what women do. Women get a kick out of doing something to hurt another woman. Just like a man get a kick out of sleeping with a man, with the next man chick. I know a lot of women in college. I can't even say women because we was girls back then. I know a lot of girls in college who was quiet girls. They love their boyfriend hand in hand in the union, but Saturday night you was bent over and the football players was getting it on and popping, but your whole little boyfriend sitting there just thinking you Princess Fiona.
Not Fiona.
Girl.
Well, we had so Miss K5 said, so are men complicated? And absolutely. Everybody's complicated.
Yes.
In their own way. I mean, are men outwardly complicated, like always, off junk? Probably not. But a man that you deal with, complicated.
Yeah. Men,
women tend to be complicated earlier on. Maybe they wear it a little bit more.
They just show it, right.
But a man, if you dealing with him, he's complicated.
He is, because men... We can go on y'all for a long time. Men, I mean, we go a lot on women, but baby, if we want to know our fair share about these men, honey.
She was saying, so are men. # complicated. Gotcha.
Yeah, she wasn't asking. Yeah, she was telling us.
Right.
Because if you're going to because complication comes when you can't be content.
Or consistent.
Like, it shouldn't be a complication.
You make yourself complicated when you can't be content or consistent.
Right. Like, it shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. And it really should be, take me and my complications. Like, that's like flaws and all. Take me as who I am and let's just deal with it.
But guess what?
At the end of the day,
that requires commitment,
maturity,
accountability,
respect.
I mean, who got time for that?
But and the thing is, we go around as if we ain't gonna run into the same things with everybody. Because everybody got their own SH with them. Their own complications, their own flaws. Everybody, it ain't nothing that it's just all about what you want to deal with. Now, that's the difference. Portia might be a little crazier than Rebecca. So let me just stick with Rebecca because I can deal with Rebecca. I just can't deal with Portia. So granted, it's about dealing too, but don't be running like the next person ain't going to have complications too. Because ain't nobody perfect. You ain't perfect.
Right,
that's why you running.
Right, and I was about to say, if you might be looking at it of who you got to deal with, but who got to deal with you. So you're going to want somebody to meet you just as much as you're going to be dealing with somebody. They don't have to be dealing with you. So you're going to want somebody to meet you halfway. Quintishly Me said everybody has some ish with them. All in all, what you can put up with. Facts. Yes.
Yeah, like that just is what it is because at the end of the day, all this side cheat, all this stuff come because why? The grass greener allegedly on the other side. Allegedly. And it ain't nothing up there but some fertilizer that's only gonna last for 2 weeks. Because after 2 weeks, you don't want the side chick no more. You don't want the girl no more. You don't want to cheat no more. You feel bad. Then you start doing all this stuff. Your girlfriend trying to figure out what he done did. Did he do something? I ain't gonna ask because I don't want to know. Like, girls ain't stupid though.
Now, one thing I do want to talk about, the 80-20 rule. Yes, 80-20. You can't leave your 80 for 20, y'all.
No. That don't make sense.
So, the thing I want to talk about is the side dude. So, we talk about side chicks because side dudes are taboo, if you will. You know. So, I think the difference is when we look at a side chick, we look at the woman as less than. We look at her settling, but we don't look at the guy as being less than a man. He the man because he beating down somebody else's girl. But we don't look at it that he's settling for the position that he gotta be, can't be in the forefront. Because it also go too with the norm of guys in relationships. Guys they don't want one relationship, let alone two, or something like that. So I also go with that, but it's like the girls don't get the same rep.
And it also shows that if you can be a side dude, you a PUSSY. Cause I wouldn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not what it shows.
Right? No, I'm saying if you a side dude, you a PUSSY. That's my take on it. If you're a side dude, that's how I feel about you. I don't feel like the role of because like how she said when it's a side chick, it's like but if a dude doing it, it's just kind of like brush under the rug. But at the end of the day, bruh, you sharing with the next man. Like, you don't even, it's so many females. Girls are like buses. Miss one, next 15, one coming. But you sharing one with a man that she'll give it to him first before she give it to you. She gonna give it to him today and then tomorrow you gonna eat it? Like, what are you saying about yourself? You some trash. You're trash.
Well, I think it just still goes to the whole thing of men being the ones that don't want to be in a relationship. So that's why it's looked at differently. Because if I'm a side dude, I get to bang this girl and I ain't got no problem. Same with the guy banging a side chick. Really, it's still the same concept. It's just the person that's getting shamed is never the person, never the guy. It's always the girl. Because the girl that's banging two guys, she trifling. She is extra trifling. The guy's not looked at like that.
Yeah, and it's just still like whack. Like, you're still whack. If you're okay with being a side guy, you have no self-confidence for one. Because you'll rather, that's how I feel. Because side guy you don't have nobody, first of all.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like that, though. Like I think,
for some guys, I do.
No, I think some people are a side guy for the same reason some girls may be a side chick. Like not side chick, because, okay, when I think of a side guy, I think a guy that the girl let him know he could be a side chick. That's what the difference is, because the girl has to give you the go ahead. Guys ain't just walking up trying to be the side chick.
Yeah, so he probably feel power about it.
Right. So he can look at it like, I'm smashing your girl. She let me. You can't smash her without her letting me.
True enough.
Right. So the guy gets more of a power trip than when it's the other way around. So I think it's not no confidence. It's the exact opposite. He uber confident and he don't want no commitment. So now he's getting everything he can have.
Okay, I understand. But I still feel like
it's still weak, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like we do see more women that stick with the guy being a side chick because they think that's what they want and that's the best they can do, and he's this, he's that, when he clearly isn't. I don't think guys get into that mentally. It's not all of that. It's legit, like,
I'm smashing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and that's enough, because guys don't ever say, you don't ever see guys out in the side chick. Like, I mean,
And the
out
guy-
and that they decide, dude, like, oh, but I'm smashing
Right,
your
out.
chick,
Exactly what I'm about to say, because
You
that's
don't
gonna
ever
mess
see
up
That's gonna mess up his
Right, they're not gonna be
guaranteed.
posting her on Instagram. Girls just messy and they want to tear the other girl down.
Yeah, and guys don't care about tearing
No,
down.
he still
They'll
trying to
rather
get with
dap
the
you
girl.
up and still be sleeping
There
with
you
your
go,
girl.
because that's what's important to him. What's important to women is the image,
And you know what? That's what make niggas get killed.
basically.
Sitting there, that's disrespectful. And I don't got no respect for no man like that. Just like I don't got no respect for a woman. So whatever. All of it is whack, childish, insecure, low self-esteem. All of it wrap up for me. Because if you feel like you got to get your rocks off by doing something that's wrong to somebody else, you ain't nobody.
Everybody hoes in this scenario. The man with an extra chick, the chick who's the extra, a man smashing the girl with a man, the girl smashing extra dude. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
But if they weren't, we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Right, and if they weren't, we wouldn't have anything to stand the test of time, honey. Because if you can pass up a side, you're doing something good.
I mean, now let's not give all the side chicks a bad rep. Some of them
don't know.
No. Right, okay, there you go. Some of them don't know. Some of them find out they're a side chick, but granted, some of them find out and still stay.
Mm-hmm.
But some people find out they're a side chick, and which to me, I'm gonna be quite honest, that's a little bit of a gray area, because if you didn't know you was a side chick, I can't really say you the side chick
because now you thinking the other girl the side
right,
chick.
because all of your friends that know him, you the main chick, and all the friends that know her are the
She
side
the main
chick.
chick.
Right,
Mhm.
so you can't really say somebody's a side chick, but sometimes the side chick does. In that situation, I feel like whatever chick decides to stay could be the one that wins, quote unquote. You know.
Yeah, if it's a win, because in
know,
the side, he just gonna keep doing the same
side
thing.
chicks, they tough it out. There you go. Get married every day.
So we don't feel like side chicks are winning. We feel like side chicks are what's the word? Like
out here
there.
competing.
No, like they're
existing.
there. No, like
Inevitable.
No.
Persistent.
No.
I don't know.
Side chicks are convenient.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's what it is. We don't feel like they're winning. Prospering. We don't feel like they're winning. We feel like they're convenient. And men love a good convenience.
Yeah.
Men to do something real quick and to call and tell you that they did and tell you that they sorry and say I only did it because it was convenient.
Yeah.
Thanks for your honesty.
And as we talked about before, side chicks also exist because there are women willing to be side chicks. If every woman said, you got a girlfriend, and was disgusted that he was trying to talk to them, we would be living in such a balanced world. Because you imagine if every woman respected everybody else's relationship, whether she knew him or not, whether he was fine, whether he tried to holler at you, any of that. If every person respected the other person's relationship, we'd be in such a better predicament. I mean,
and that's when how we talk about women all the time. We got the power. It would be so dope. I do it. A guy trying to talk to me, he got a girlfriend. I'm in his head. Why you got a girlfriend? You trying to talk to me?
Yep.
What's going on? Have you tried to talk to your girlfriend? Have you communicated that in these areas you aren't happy, which is why you met me at the club and you're trying to talk to me? Like, because I want to help. I'd rather help than hurt. Because I really want you to figure this thing out. Don't try to talk to me. Now you're trying to make me the side chick and you got a girlfriend. Not only are you trying to play with her emotion, you're trying to play with mine. We have a problem.
Yeah, and I think the thing, too, is when you think about the term side chick, I mean, these people have always existed. When I say side chick, I mean the openly being a side chick, because people were in the 50s, 60s, 80s, whatever, were dating, would be stepping out on their wives, but the women were not proud to go knock on the woman's door and say, I'm sleeping with your man, as what we have now, when you post on Instagram, and then the girls start arguing. Why y'all arguing? Y'all both sleep with the same man. It's like, when you do all of that into it, that's when what makes it why it's a topic on
right, because Shirley been calling somebody. What?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if people are going to cheat, they're going to cheat. But the problem that comes is the reason it's an issue and why it's so popular on TV is the way people handle it and who they view to be wrong and who they think they could cuss out. And it's all of that is irrelevant. If this man is married and you not his wife, you're in the wrong. It doesn't matter what he's telling you. It doesn't matter any of this, because he's married. Like, that's just at the end of the day. And we trying to make a case for myself. I'm trying to make a case for myself because I believe this from him. It's like, it doesn't matter.
Right. Because Shirley called Barbara, and Shirley put Barbara in her place. And I bet you Barbara left him alone, too. And that was a long time ago. We wasn't even born when that song came out. So that go to show, like, hoes been had to get put in their place. Yeah. This ain't new. It's just so relevant and prevalent because we all on Instagram, Facebook trying to out somebody.
Put it this way: when that song came out, it probably was all the women on the side of the wife. Now we got more supporters of the mistress. That's basically how we got more people that's like, well, what about what he wrong? It's all these other sides to it when it ain't. If he married, you wrong.
That's it. And it ain't nothing you can say to a man that's married. I don't care if he married and he separated. I don't care if they don't live together. I don't care. If that oath is still represented under God he married, and you better not tamper with it, honey. Because when you tamper with that stuff, that karma gonna come at you hard. I don't play with that. Nope. Tell my friend, you still married. Don't do that. You still married. Y'all might not live together. Y'all might not talk. Y'all might not do. I don't care. You still married, and it's still as real as it get. Period. And from us asking if hoes are winning, we got a comment that said the faithful are winning. The real faithful are winning. The real faithful people
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I believe it. People think they are in monogamous relationships. If people respected their own relationships, hoes being side chicks would be irrelevant. Yeah. And we also had a comment that said basically side chicks exist because men do not choose loyalty. Let's not all blame it on the side. And that's another thing. But I mean,
let's not all blame it on anybody. But let's
at the end of the day,
everybody's accountable for everybody's action.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. Like at the end of the day, you know when you're wrong. You know what you're doing is wrong because why? It's a secret.
Yeah.
If it's a secret, 9 times out of 10,
it's wrong.
Shoot, escape. You're my little secret. She was cheating. Mm-hmm. She knew he had somebody. She had somebody. They both was wrong. Lord Jesus, it's been going on forever.
Right. You know, the conclusion, I ain't Beyonce. I can't deal.
Right. We too old.
I mean, not saying Beyonce, you know what I'm saying. Beyonce
yeah,
song.
I get it.
I'm not living her song.
Right. We ain't eliminating
I'm not that woman. So, no.
At the end of the day, I mean, it's easier just to do right.
Yeah.
Like, inside chicks, if y'all listening, maybe that's why we got less comments today. Y'all, just look in the mirror and see that you so much better than sharing with the next girl. You ain't got to share. Just as many females, I ain't going to say just as many males, but girl, be in love. Be you. Be your side chick. Take you out. Cheat on yourself with you. Do something for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay? Stop being out here doing stuff with the man who calling you the day after Valentine's Day or 2 days before.
Yes. You got
my goodness. Yes.
But yeah, we're going to wrap that up on the side chicks. If you a side chick,
right, and live in Erykah Badu's famous words. I guess to see you next lifetime, and live on that. Be okay with that. Be okay with that, boy. You look so good. Hey, Beyonce, Destiny's Child said it, y'all. Temptation. I'm in this club. I got a man, and your body is calling me, but baby, I can't do it because my man at home waiting for me by the phone. Sorry, can't get my groove on. Go ahead, Beyonce. Y'all was singing about it. Beyonce been cheating too.
Lord Jesus.
Better watch out for these side daughters. Okay, so I got the quote. And the quote is real simple. And it kind of go with today when you think about it. You are the single biggest influence on your life. Like somebody grandma.
Yeah, no, for real.
You are the single biggest influence on your life.
Yeah, like, that's real. I mean, it's simple and it's real because at the end of the day, everybody got a story. Everybody got a plight, circumstances, you know, everybody did not come from the same world. But when you enter the world, like the real world, you can't be blaming somebody else for something that you can't get done or whatever because you just got to make it happen. And today I was listening to Charlamagne's podcast and his guest on there was great. And he was talking about how he gives out, he's like a very wealthy person. And he was saying how he gives out so many pointers on Snapchat and on his social media to people on how to be successful and stuff. And somebody was telling him, why don't you charge me for this? Like, you giving it for free. And he was like, why charge? 99% of the people aren't going to do it anyway. He was like, everybody listens to me. I can tell you how to get this many followers in 20 days, and you're not going to do it. So what? He was like, who cares? He was like, people do not do what they think. They do not do the work for the things they think they want. And he was saying how if you work, he was saying he wasn't good in school, and at the time, he was making $3,000 on a weekend selling baseball cards in 6th grade. And so he hated going to school, so he dreaded Mondays. And he was like, now, on the flip side, he loves Mondays because he loved working. He loved getting money. and his friends are normal people, and they left for the weekend. He was like, he could not imagine living like how he felt when he was in school because he hated school. He was like, but people live that life so long, but you have to wonder, when do you get to a point where you hate that life so much, but you're willing to do way more than you're doing right now to get something different? And that's the threshold people rarely cross. They think they there, so but you're not working it. You're not doing it, so I don't believe you.
And I mean, I agree with everything she said, everything the guy on the podcast said. At the end of the day, like I said, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and you got to do something for you. Like,
you control your destiny.
Ain't nobody doing nothing for you that you ain't trying to do for yourself.
Woo!
Like,
exactly.
Nobody's giving out handouts anywhere.
And
in
why
this
would
world.
somebody believe in you if you're not showing that you putting in all the work that you could put in?
Like, what you doing? We can't possibly be like, oh, we want to do this and we want to do that. And they're like, what y'all doing? We do this every Friday because we want to. Mm-hmm. We want to. This is what we want to do on Friday after we get off work. I go home and I come to the studio. Okay, this is what we do because we want to do it. Like, ain't nobody telling us to do this. Ain't nobody telling us to think of ways how to expand Fair Game, how to get more people to listen. Ain't nobody begging y'all to do nothing for us.
And we do appreciate the people
like,
that do help us. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say who didn't help me promote Fair Game, who didn't, because it's not up to them. Everybody is not going to be committed and excited about your dream for a reason, because it's your dream. If they would take it and run with it.
Right.
You got to be in control of it, orchestrate the plan, and then keep it moving. Don't blame nobody else.
And that's it. And when we blow up, it's on and popping.
Yes.
And then we can be able to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, we was the biggest influence on a Working Woman Wednesday, sitting at a kitchen table having Kitchen Chronicles on my iPad.
Yes.
We influence ourselves to be moguls in this bit.
Yes. And today's show was good.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So late.
Sir.
You're going to have to catch us on YouTube.
Yes.
Or Mixler.
And I would have loved to hear your side chick comments.
Right.
Sir.
They're all published here.
Jesus.
But next week, I won't be here. Actually, I'll be out of town. Shout out to Taylor Cunningham. She's going to be official dentist next Friday at this time. She'll be a doctor, Dr. Cunningham. So shout out to my friends.
Shout out to the college students. Shout out to the grad students. Shout out to y'all. Graduation is next weekend for some. So shout out to y'all. And we'll see y'all
the week after that.
Friday after next. So
we're still taking suggestions if you have topics that we can
And shout out to the people that sent me topics today. I'll show them to you.
Or peep game questions, just things you want us to give y'all opinion on. Of course, always tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell another friend.
Our YouTube videos, our links, subscribe to our YouTube page. Y'all know the whole deal. We appreciate y'all so much.
We love y'all. It's Friday. Y'all be safe out there now for this weekend. We want to see y'all back in 2 weeks.
Yes, I'm Pierre Juwan.
I'm Nelly P.
This is Fair Game.
Life is not fair.
But we are.
Sometimes. All the time.